Welcome once again in the science part, first chapter, periodic classification of elements, which is second one. In this chapter, we will study the classification of elements, the elements which is discovered at that time when the scientists are arranged these data. After analyze those things, they are put these elements in a separate in a table. And this we have to study. For that, two scientists which they have tried to arrange this element in particular pattern. These are, one of them is Dobereiner's threads, and afterwards the Newland's octaves. And if time remains, we will study the Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev's periodic table, Dmitry Mendeleev, the Russian scientist, who primarily discovered that how the discovered element can be arranged in a specific order in the table. So we have to start first with the classification of elements. So before that, in our notebook, they have asked some questions regarding with it. First one is, what is the types of a matter? What are the types of a matter? What are the types of matter? So you all you know that what are the types of matter? Solid, liquid, gaseous states are the types of a matter. In three states we can describe these, and after that another one. There are another types also. That is one of them is plasma state type, plasma type, and Bose-Einstein type, condensation type. These type of types are there. And after that, they have been asked, what are the types of elements? What are the types of elements? So types of elements are, you know that they are of a metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Okay. After that, what are the smallest particle of a matter called? What are the smallest particle of matter called? We already know that the smallest particle of an element is called atom, and the smallest particle of a matter or a compound, it is called as a molecule. Okay. And last question they have been asked that what is the difference between molecules of elements and compound? Molecules of elements and compounds. We know that O plus O, it gives O2, or H plus H, it gives H2. It is the molecule of a same element, and they have been combined with each other to form. They are atoms which are combined with each other to form a molecule, okay, of a same element. And in the compound, if we consider the sodium chloride, NaCl, the sodium atom and chlorine atom, they are chemically, they react with each other in the formation of an ionic bond, and they have been formed NaCl molecule, which is the smallest particle of that compound. Okay. In this way, they ask some questions are there, and after that we have to see the classification of elements. Classification of elements. We already learned that the atoms of a same element have the same properties. Atom of the same element having same properties. Okay. Up till now, today, we can see 180 elements are discovered up till now, and at the time when we see in the era of a Dobereiner, Newlands, and Mendeleev, at that time, very few elements are known at that time. In the year 1800, very few elements are known at that time. By considering this case, their classification is according to the metals, non-metals, and even after that is in metalloids. But when time passes, in the course of time, there are a lot of elements they have been discovered, and so after that their properties, physical and chemical properties, are different. To study this, to become, it is to study the properties of these elements, it is for a simplicity or for ease to carry out those things, they have been put those data in analytical, those data in a specific pattern. These are this pattern, this type of study we have to see in this lesson. The first one is Dobereiner. So we have to study. The first one is Dobereiner, what he had done at that situation. In the year 1870, the first scientist who arranged this data, arranged the element which is known at that particular time or era which was there. In the 1870, he tried to arrange those elements in a particular pattern. How they arrange those elements? At that situation, at that particular time, he suggested that there is a correlation between the atomic masses of the element and the properties of the element. There is some correlation between them. The properties of element is depend upon atomic masses. What he had done at that time, he arranged the element in increasing order of their atomic masses. He made a group of three elements. Which have the chemical or physical properties, and they arrange this group in increasing order of their atomic masses. And after that, he found that the atomic mass of a middle element is approximately or equally the average mean of mass of these two elements, the extreme elements. Okay, I think you have to understand that. Dobereiner made a threads. Threads means a group of three elements. He arranged them in increasing order of their atomic masses. These elements which are in the threads are similar chemical or physical properties they have, and they arrange in the increasing order of their atomic masses. And after that, he realized that the atomic mass of a middle element is average or mean of these two elements. In this way, he found Dobereiner threads for that. So we have to take one example. There are certain threads he found at that time. But we take lithium, sodium and potassium. Lithium having atomic mass 6.9, sodium have atomic mass 23, and potassium having 39.1. Okay, there are another calcium, strontium, barium, chlorine, bromine and iodine. These are the three threads he found at that particular situation at that time. We just concentrate on this example which is given in our book. First one is lithium, sodium, potassium. So what law state that? Law state that the sum of atomic masses of extreme element, what you have to find out, the sum of it becomes a 46 upon 2, that is 23. Okay, and we have found that the atomic mass of sodium is also 23. In this way, he made a threads. He made a threads: lithium, sodium, potassium, calcium, strontium, barium, chlorine, bromine, iodine. In this way, 3 threads we already seen in our notebook, which is given by the Dobereiner. After that, Newland's law of octaves. Newland's law of octaves. Newlands is an English scientist. Newlands is an English scientist who discovered those things in the year 1866. So after long gap, in 1817 and 1866, that is 49 years. After 49 years, after a long gap, when Dobereiner found his pattern that is called threads, after 49 years, Newlands, which is English scientist, who discovered his law of arranging element in the year 1866. His basement is also atomic masses. He found that, and in his era, the Hohmann element, almost 56 elements are there in his era, and he arranged all these 56 elements in increasing order of their atomic masses. Increasing order of their atomic masses. Okay. Fifty-six elements are there. 56 elements are there. All these elements he arranged in increasing order of their atomic masses, and after that he found that first element and eighth element have a same chemical property. There is a repetition in their chemical properties. Every eighth element had a property similar to that of a first one. In this way, the same he used the same basement which is Dobereiner used. Dobereiner, his pattern is based on the atomic masses. He arranged the increasing order of element in increasing order of atomic masses of element. He also does that, and according to it, after that he found that Newland's law of octaves. He found that every if we arrange the elements in their atomic increasing order of their atomic masses, the eighth element having similar properties that of one. Ninth element has similar properties that of a second one, and 10th element has same properties that of a third one. In this way, he found that just like sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, the music tones we have found, note we have found in our Indian music, that sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, that once again sa. In this way, we have to find out the first and the eighth element have same chemical properties. Okay. By doing that, when Newland's law of octaves is, there are some limitations found at that time. What are these limitations? We have to see. What are the limitations? First limitation is that, he found that this law is applicable only up to calcium. Even though he arranged 56 element in his table, he arranged all these things, but rather than that, only up to calcium, up to element calcium, these obey that rule. That Newlands found that these Aptes rules, this rule can be obeyed up to the element calcium. After that, what you have to find out? After that, he found that he given in a single box, he given the places for 2 elements. In a single box, he given the places for 2 elements. We have to find in our book that cobalt and nickel in the same note, musical note, that is do or a sa. Okay. Another one is another example is that in a ma or a pa, he given the same box for ceruleum and lawrencium. Okay, these are the elements which are in the same box. These are the one of the drawback he found in his law. Third one is that what we have to do, we have to expect that in a single column, that is first element and eighth element have same chemical properties. Okay, in a column the elements are arranged with the same chemical properties, but it is found that we have seen that cobalt and nickel cobalt and nickel have the places in the halogens. They are different in properties. Rather than that, cobalt and nickel are placed in the column of a halogens. They have different properties. And another one, that the cobalt and nickel are the properties same that of a iron, and this iron is placed in the musical note Ni, which is with oxygen and sulfur. So that same chemical properties elements have been placed at a different same chemical properties elements are placed in a different places, and different chemical properties elements have placed in the same note. We have to find out. And the last drawback, which is that he did not does any provision that any newly found element can be arranged in a specific pattern in his octaves. There is no provision he does that. He does in his Newton's law of octaves. In this way, there are a lot of limitations in Newton's law of octaves, and these limitations can overcome by studying the next one, that is Mendeleev's periodic table. Which is a fundamental, which is most useful things. Dmitri Mendeleev Mendeleev, a Russian scientist. Okay, the Russian scientist found that his newly based table, he arranged all these elements, which already there are 63 elements at that time. 63 elements are there. 63 elements are arranged. He arranged all known element in his era. All these known element, 63 elements in the row and column with a specific pattern. In every column, it is found that their chemical properties, are same. And for that, the basement of his periodic table is atomic mass. He also arranged all these elements in increasing order of their atomic masses. The first one. Okay, he arranged all these elements in increasing order of their atomic masses, and after that by using some properties related with that, physical properties, chemical properties, his densities, melting points, boiling point, all these things, they have been found that by arranging these elements in increasing order of their atomic masses, and after that we saw that these 63 elements are well settled, so that in a single column we can find a similar property element. Okay, single property element. So that on the basis of finding, Mendeleev stated this law: properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. Properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. According to the atomic mass, there have been some properties over there. This atomic mass decided that the location of the particular element, how his location is it, and according to this location, the property in which column they have exists. In this way, Mendeleev found that Mendeleev's law: the properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. In this way, we have seen today's lecture that the classification of elements, atom, metal, non-metal, metallites. According to this, they have been classified. After that, Doberianus threads. There are a lot of elements found in that era, and that's why they arrange, and it is quite difficult to study these physical and chemical properties and other studies. And it is for convenience, Doberianus threads are found. They also basement of their arrangement of elements are atomic masses. And after that, Newlands are also arrange these elements in increasing order of their atomic masses. And last one, Mendeleev's periodic table also. Mendeleev also arranged those elements in increasing order of the atomic masses, and by using this data by Doberianer and Newlands, Mendeleev also using this study, they have been improved this table by large extent. That is the basic thing they have been done. They arrange all these elements regarding with it. In next chapter, in next our lecture, we can find out the advantage, that is merits and demerits of a Mendeleev's periodic table. So we can stop here.